Steamboat Ski Resort in Colorado is home to exceptional dry, fluffy snow, trademarked as champagne powder. Catching a snowstorm here means floating through deep pow and snow ghost glades. Steamboat also has some of the best aspen glades in Colorado. The terrain varies from easy groomers to expert chutes with a backcountry-like feel. This family-friendly destination has undergone a massive $200 million development with an improved base village, a new gondola, a new learning area, and added expert terrain, making it the second largest ski resort in Colorado. Welcome to Steamboat.
Steamboat is in northwest Colorado, a 4 hours drive from Denver. The drive is sometimes treacherous with drifting snow and high winds over Rabbit Ears Pass. Alternatively, fly into Yampa Valley Airport, which is only a 35-minute drive to the resort. Steamboat is spread across 6 peaks of the park range. The lower half of the front side has the terrain parks, groomers, and beginner runs. Sunshine Peak has easy and intermediate groomers and perfect aspen glades. Storm Peak has everything expert with an open bowl and pine glades. In the back is Morningside Park with entry points from Sunshine, Storm Peak, or the top of Mount Warner. The expert chutes, Christmas tree over to East Face, drop on the front side of Warner. New are 650 additional acres on Mahogany Ridge and extreme terrain in Fish Creek Canyon.
Arriving at Steamboat, you have a few transportation options. Park in the paid or free commuter lot with the connector gondola, take a shuttle bus from town, or stay in slopeside lodging. There are wagons for hauling gear and several shops and restaurants to greet you. The base village has undergone a major redesign with an ice skating rink, new buildings, and an escalator to avoid the dreaded stairs. The old gondola building was converted into the range, which has several delicious new food options.
3 fast lifts at the base help spread the lift lines to different parts of the mountain. Wild Blue is new with 10-person cabins that whisk riders on the longest and fastest gondola in North America, cruising to the very top of Sunshine Peak in 13 minutes. For those still learning, partway up Wild Blue is a new mid-station beginner area of Greenhorn Ranch. There is a carpet lift on a very flat slope, but the carpets have signs for ski school only. Anyone can use the new Greenhorn lift though, and it's a better slope for beginner snowboarders. The highlight for our 2-year-old was trying the mini jumps and riding through the maze of container boxes. The ski slope itself was somewhat crowded with ski schoolers snaking around, but overall Greenhorn is a nice learning area.
After graduating from Greenhorn, beginners can progress to Sunshine at the top of Wild Blue. Sunshine has beginner and intermediate groomer runs rolling down to 2 chairlifts. This is a great area for warming up and progressing to steeper slopes. In between the runs are intermediate glades winding through, if you want to dabble in the trees. Keep in mind the glades become steeper closer to sundown lift. These old-growth aspens are well-spaced and some of our favorite glades in all of Colorado. Nearby is Rendezvous Lodge with indoor and outdoor food options, including a taco truck.
The other lift in the base is a Steamboat gondola which takes riders to the top of Thunderhead Peak overlooking the Yampa Valley and Steamboat Springs. There are bathrooms and food available in the lodge. More advanced riders can aim for the Storm Peak area on the front side of the mountain. All of Steamboat is below tree line, but Storm Peak is a more open, expert area. The bowl is great on bluebird days, but it can be windy when storms roll in. The wind carries the snow into triangle trees, a drifty yet sheltered section, with easy to navigate glades. Storm Peak filters down to the 4 Points Lodge, a good spot for lunch, soaking in the views, or warming up on cold days. Below the lodge are expert groomers for cruising and more glades.
We're on the teeny tiny lift because the other lifts have quite a line. So on those powder days, search for the lifts that are not that busy.
After exploring the front side areas, ride over the ridge into Morningside Park. There are entry points from the top of Sunshine and Storm Peak with quick steep glades down to a flat road. The Morningside area can have a climate all its own and even receive more snow than the rest of the resort. The one downside of Steamboat are the flat sections in certain areas, Morningside included. To reach the far edge of Morningside, take a short hike to the top of Mount Warner and the highest part of the resort. There's more powder here with some cliff bands that filter down through windy glades back to the lift. Since there's only one lift for all of Morningside and its powder, don't be surprised by a crowd waiting at the bottom.
Uh-oh.
The next challenge at Steamboat are the expert glades down the front side of Mount Warner. Access the Christmas tree glades at the top of Morningside, or hike up the ridge to No Names and North St. Pat's. When they are filled in with fresh snow, these chutes are an excellent challenge and super fun. Below the chutes are plenty of glades and freeride terrain that wind through Big Meadow back to the lifts. There is limited signage in these areas, but some groomed paths exist to navigate the flat sections.
So good.
That was amazing!
The last area of Steamboat is the new Mahogany Ridge. Take Pony Express to the new Mahogany lift to get here. This remote area is less crowded and provides a consistent steep pitch through glades with natural features and free ride route finding. We didn't get into the extreme hike-out terrain of Fish Creek Canyon with cliffs and boulder fields, but Mahogany is now one of our favorite areas of Steamboat.
Horse historical. This might be my favorite new area at Steamboat. Who needs Morningside?
On the way back to the base along Thunderhead Ridge to Christie Peak, check out one or all of the Steamboat terrain parks. Little Rodeo has beginner jumps and rails along with the mini halfpipe. Rabbit Ears Terrain Park has medium features with several rails and jumps. There is also an 18-foot super pipe if you're daring enough. The fun doesn't end at sunset. Steamboat is one of the few Colorado resorts to offer night skiing. From 5:30 to 8:30 p.m., Thursday through Sunday, lights illuminate Christie Peak. The lift has a mid-mountain exit for beginners, or you can ride to the top and take an expert cruiser run back to the base. Bring your night goggle lenses, avoid icy spots, and watch for speedy riders along the narrow runs. The lower half has Little Rodeo Terrain Park for shredding those tricks all day long.
If you're staying in the base area, the town of Steamboat Springs is an easy shuttle bus ride away. Ski Town USA stays close to its Wild West roots with plenty of downtown stores for cowboy boots, hats, and other Western essentials. The historic Main Street is walkable with excellent restaurants for all tastes, shops, and more activities.
Thanks for riding with us today, exploring Steamboat Mountain and all of the amazing champagne powder, and most of all, had a lot of fun.
We will see you at the next mountain.